What is up, guys? Saeed here, 24 Crew. How you guys doing today? So, I wanted to do a video today upon a request on the cool little thing, OBD11. You guys might know what it is. Some might not. Some might be new to the Volkswagen Audi game. So, we're gonna do a video today, just fairly quick. Pretty cool little thing. So you can access pretty much. You can do it, or you can actually use it a couple different ways. You can do a scan, use it as a scan tool. If you have a code, check engine light is on, or pretty much do a full scan on your car just to see what is going on. It'll do it. Now, I think there are two versions of this, like a regular one and a Pro. I bought the Pro. I think I've had this, gosh, 3-4 years maybe. So I think I used it on my S5 when I had the S5, on my Mark 7 GTI, the Sport, and then my friend's vehicles. So I've already used it on the Atlas before, and also on the Arteon, and also on the other GTI that we just got. So just kind of wanted to go over some features. So now, yeah, check this out. So with the OBD11, right? So you can download a application for free, if I'm not mistaken, from the App Store or Play Store for Androids. I think you might need an Android device. I'm not sure if they already updated to where you would need a or you can do it with Apple. But give an example here. So with the Atlas, right, you do have the remote start. You can lock it, you can remote start it, but I already coded to where, and I was trying to beat the rain here, but watch this. If I press and hold it to unlock, it'll do all 4 doors and the sunroof. Same thing, just kind of press and hold it to lock. And if you stop at any time, it'll stop. So you have a lot of stuff that you can do. There are different applications, and there are different you can do, I should say, you can do it either long coding, or you can do the apps. So you can do credits and stuff like that. I think it's you get like 5 credits per day for free. If not, you can always buy some. But of course, this is the caveat here under the covers. I think I've done it on my Passat too, because of the year. I don't think is that many apps or that much stuff you can do. But same thing with the windows and stuff like that. So with the Arteon, I already did the same thing. So watch this. See, I've done the windows and stuff like that. Same thing, you come up here and lock it. And I do have the SER line. So watch it. Let's get in here right quick. Alrighty, so it's dark in here, baby. So watch this, right? Start it up normally. Testing. And it'll welcome and stuff like that. So I already did a few stuff here and there. So as you can see, if you have an R line, this is the SER line. The SEL and SEL Premium had the digital cockpit. I didn't have it available because my car was one of the fewer ones or newer ones that came into my dealership. So as you can see here, I already did a little bit of coding. Oops. So compared to the normal one, it's just like a plain version. And now you can see like the dotted lines on there, right? So you also, there are a few different apps. So I already unlocked that. So I did the dotted lines, right? So you can see like the little dots there. I did let me see here, the Refuel Quantity, which I've always done it in all my cars. Instead of showing you until empty, which it usually shows you down here, the range until empty, this one shows you how many gallons, or if in some other countries maybe liters, you'd need to refuel, right? So other than that, let's see, I think I've already done that. Assist systems, that's normal. Bluetooth, telephone, vehicle status. I think that's it on that side. I think it might be a lap timer there somewhere, but I don't think I did it. Let's see. Cool. So other than that, I know that, yeah, once again, if you're familiar, there's a ton of stuff that you can do, but there's also another one where you can kind of, this one does not have the adaptive cruise, right? So you have the normal cruise control. I think you can some way or another activate it. It's by long coding. So I've been reading into it. You can do it kind of different ways where if you know what you're doing, you can do the long code and literally change bit 1, through sometimes it's like bit 30 or whatever, and just kind of activate different stuff. Now over here, let's see. So over here, as you can see, and sorry for all the freaking pollen, if you go to radio, right, let me just turn this down. So radio would be normal AM FM satellite. I think my trial is expired or whatever, so you can do it like that. And then you can go to media. You'll have different sources: CD player, SD, blah blah blah, Bluetooth. So once again, you go to car on the screen, and what driving school mode does, it's pretty much, it opens up just a little few extra settings there, right? So I usually drive with mine over here on the screen. Let's see, there you go. So I think I usually ride with mine on either economy or, well, yeah, it's usually either economy or sometimes on refuel quantity. I rarely have it here on the digital miles an hour. I think most of the time it rides here, just because if I'm cruising, I missed it. If I'm cruising, this will show you like the instant that you're averaging. So because over here I do have, well, first of all, you have the pretty much how fast are you going over here, but this will show you, see, kind of like, see that right there? Now the other one, boom. So just a little bit more stuff. And then of course, if we're let's see if I can go forward right quick. Oh crap. So if we were to go forward, let's see if I can get up to speed. There you go. I'm just gonna back it up. There we are. So it'll show you on there. Of course, you have the digital miles an hour and all that, but I have it there just because most of the time either I'm just cruising on there, but etc etc. Now you're able to see pretty much everything. It just adds the miles an hour and then the signals, right? So other than that, I know for shit off the top of my head, I did, once again, the windows for the application, right? So I did the windows, I did the dotted line there, I did the refuel quantity, I did the driving school mode over here. I did, even though you do have the, or we do have the CD player and stuff, I don't think it does the DVD, but I did the video in motion and I did the mirror link in motion, just because I have an Android and you can do either one. I also did I think let's see, if we press auto here, so you see how it shows you the fan speed. I also did that one. I think I did the recirculating memory, and then also I did the seat memory, which right now of course it's kind of hot, but in the winter time, as soon as you turn the car on, it would it would go back to the set memory. And so other than that, I know I think I might have mentioned the windows, which you saw at the beginning of the video. I already did that through control it through a remote. Also you can pretty much do the how many times it'll do it like that. So watch this. See, it's usually 3, but I upped it to 5, and you can do from 1 to 5. Okay, I also did even though you know, you're not supposed to do it. But the seat belt right now, watch, I don't have it on, it's not chiming. And also the door, so watch, once that is not beeping anymore. See that? So it usually tells you when you first do it, but now it's not beeping. So that's another mod that I did there. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the daytime running lights. So when you do the daytime running lights and you do the turn signal in this trim level, it'll turn off the actual LED. On the upper trim levels is just the other one, right, that it'll do it. But I'm trying to figure out how to have it not do that. So other than that, let me get my keys out right quick. So I also did, just like I did on the Atlas, right now the car is running, as you can see, right? But see that? And now you can lock it. The car is locked right now. Okay, and it's running. So even though this one does not have the remote start, right now, or you know, whenever, I can pretty much have the car running, turn it on, get out of the car and lock it, which we're locked inside right now, and then unlocked. Okay, so, and that's just one, and then two, all the doors. Okay, I have the same thing on the Atlas, where this one does have the remote start, but same thing, if you're just kind of running inside the store, you don't want to shut the car off, you can just, you know, pretty much just do it like that once, and then it'll be locked. Nobody can get in there unless they break the window. There are also a few other things. Let's see here, let me just zoom in right quick. So when you go to car, and you know, I'm always, like I said, just messing with my car, but you go to settings, there are like sub menus. Personalization, I do have the different drivers. I don't think I did anything there. Let's go over here. I think it might have been in lights. So now I can choose to turn the daytime running lights off and on at any time. The convenience indicating, that'll be like the, you know, 3 to 5. Interior lighting, I don't think I did or messed up with anything there, so it added that as well, so I coded that in through the apps, assist systems. I don't think I did anything here. The brightness, all of that was there normally. Mirrors and wipers. Oh yeah, so I also did the, anytime you go in reverse, so the way you do it is you have to be on there, right? So now watch this. When I put it in reverse, see, it's automatically lowering it, right? And then as I shift out of reverse, it doesn't go back up. Why? I'm not sure. I think I can't remember. I think you have to go up to speed, but I don't think mine ever does it. So I did activate it. Let me switch it back up. I did activate it, but I kind of just, like, it's on there, as you can see, but you pretty much go back to normal, and anytime you reverse, it won't do that. So I kind of hate it because it doesn't go back up after you go in reverse. But I already coded that in as well. As you can see, this here, fold when locking. This one does not have the automatic fold-in mirrors. So, but you can do it. You can buy it. Same thing with the GTIs. I think you can just buy like the little motor that goes in there. You swap them, and then right now it's coded. So whenever it's coded in, or whenever if in case I go and switch the motors or non-motors for motors, and it'll do it automatically. So you can always lock it, or you know, select it or unselect it. And then that one is normally we have wipers during rain, or automatic wiping, but it's not on right now. If I just go up once, it'll start wiping, so which we're just standing still, so it don't matter. Other than that, let's see, automatic opening and closing. I think when you do the remotes or control windows through the remote, you have to go to all windows. If not, it'll do it just whichever one here. Other than that, that's just my normal preference. Oh, let's go back here. I know I didn't get the question on controlling the, when you lock the car, it beeps. You can control that, even though mine says here central lock-in. So right now, let's see, no beep. If I do it twice, then you'll hear it. See that? But mine is like that. So yeah, so sorry, I just got distracted. But yeah, so you can do it like that, and you can unselect it and you'll never hear it if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, think let's see, instrument cluster. So you can this one right here, you can always kind of select or deselect what you don't want. So everyone should have that normally. As you can see, mine now has the refuel quantity, so if I don't want to see it, I can always click it off, but of course that would defeat the purpose of me coding it in. Time and date, that's normal, everyone has it. And then just your service and stuff like that. I've only had this car not even a year. I bought it in July last year. I'm already at 17,000 miles, so that's a ton of miles for less than a year. Drive more than normally, right? But nonetheless, other than that, let's go back to car. Let's see, think blue trainer, vehicle status, I think all of that's normal. Performance monitor, I don't think I changed anything here. We do have the lap timer. Energy consumers, of course everything is off right now. If I turn the heated seats or something, it'll show on there. Oops, high, medium, low, and off. And then driving school mode. So, and then other than that menu, I don't think it added anything on here off the top of my head. Oh, just a quick thing, and I've always done this. So when you go to menu, right, you'd go to menu, settings, go to display. Down here, see this? Some people don't know, but you have it there. So watch this. Now, instead of whenever you have your radio off, you have different clocks instead of just blank. So that's something that even the Atlas, like all of these newer infotainments have, but sometimes they're not activated from factory. They're clicked off for whatever reason. So other than that, right now, as you can see, I have it out here because it's, you know, so you can see it or whatnot if you've never seen one. But this connects down here in our Arteon or GTI or Atlas or any Volkswagen. It goes down here and it'll link up. I gotta figure out a way of recording this because right now I always record through my phone, and on my phone that's where the OBD11 app is. So I gotta figure out a way to do it, that way you guys can see what I'm talking about if you're not, you know, familiar with this. But other than that, you do not have to do it, and I think it's illegal, I'm not sure, but you pretty much can go into the car and look up everything. On these cars from factory, the sound system, it's pretty low. So, well, when I say low, when you go to medium, I think it cuts off. You can't go anywhere higher. So let's just do a quick thing. Watch. It's loud right there. So I'm just going to turn it off halfway and it's going to keep going, because what I did is I went into the system and went to the Central Electrics, blah, 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 and looked up for the sound modules. And I pretty much, it was at negative 128. I think they come like that from factory, period. I just bumped it up to 0 and oh my God, it's a difference. So watch this. Good God. So as you can see, it's loud. Now it's loud. So I adjusted it for normal radio, AM, FM satellite. I adjusted it for the App Connect when you're in App Connect, and then also for the Bluetooth, which is, you know, where I'm usually mainly on the Bluetooth there. So I'm not sure why they do it like that. I think they do it so you don't blow your speakers off. So, you know, but those are my settings there. I like a little bit of treble more than, I mean, the bass is nice. So now that it's turned up, I used to have it up here and then just a little bit louder, but now, dude, it's freaking loud, and I'll adjust it differently. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Other than that, I know that with the daytime running lights, there's another app where you can right now only your daytime running lights will be on, so just on the headlights. It's called Scandinavian. So now your tail lights will run also as daytime running lights. There's that application as well. I did the throttle response a little bit higher. Let's see, I'm not sure if you can hear it. So I did notice a little bit of difference. You could probably hear the the flutter. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear in the video, but so you would have it from normal or standard to responsive. So I switched it to responsive, and it's a little bit of difference. So other than that, if you do have the Arteon or Golf R or maybe the Jetta as well, or anything with the ambient lighting, like, you know, around the doors, around the bottom part here and whatnot, and also on the digital display, you'll have something similar. So on the ones that you can see now, that right there, I mean, compared to the plain one, it was like, you know, just black. So usually it would have been this color, blue, but now since it's dotted, now it's that yellow color. I know with the regular or with the upper trim level Arteons with all that stuff, when you go to settings, you would have like just like a 10 color display. Now on the through the OBD11, you can go up to 30 colors, which I've seen the videos and like, holy cow, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's a little bit different. What else am I missing? Off the top of my head, I think that might be all that I've actually coded into my car. But like I said, if I do not condone this, if you know what you're doing as far as like long coding, of course there are forums or stuff like that you can do it if you follow step by step. But I mean, even me, I love to mess with my car, but sometimes you're like, if you screw something on there, I mean, the car might not start or something like that, or just it would show some sort of error. So I mean, I don't play with it unless I know what I'm doing. You can always revert back to it, but you know, once again, if it's up to you. Oh, and also Charlie, I know in one of my other videos you were asking what kind of radar this was. So this is a Cobra RAD, like radar I'm sorry, RAD RAD 450. So this thing is my co-pilot right here. Is always in one of my cars. I think I have one for the Atlas, the Cabby, this one, and I think my wife's GTI, or you know, and the GTI is another one in there. So I think I did a video. I might have to look at it and maybe post it, but it's picked up, you know, police clock and pretty much maybe about a mile out, and I'm like, where is this car? And then sure enough, you know, coming closer, it's like it was at least maybe like about a mile out. So you know, if I'm going anywhere just normal driving, which I don't really speed, but you know, hey, it's you never know, because if you're distracted, these things are so quiet and you can just, you know, keep going. But yeah, Cobra RAD 450, and I'm not getting paid for saying this. This is just, I've always had them. I think I updated, or I bought this one maybe like about 2 years ago when they first came out. I think I, you know, it got it from Amazon or Best Buy. I know those two. I bought them from one of each or two of each from each side, and they were about the same price. Some people wait for like Black Friday pricing or something like that, but you know, I just, sometimes you get impatient. You know what I'm talking about. You'll get impatient, like, I'll just go buy it. It's the same thing. So other than that, just to kind of show you what I'm talking about, I'm gonna step out of the car here. So once again, this is just the SCR line. So right now the car's running, right? So what I would do is, if you know, go to the gas station or something like that, you would just step out of the car. Car's running, and I'll just do it from this side, that way you can see it. And locked, and the car's still running. So I know, and I will show you this, right? So usually with the Atlas, see right now the car's running, the keys are in my pocket, it's not opening. You see that? So now watch this. Boom. But I'll show you this. So with the Atlas, I don't know why I unlocked it like that, but so watch this. Let me turn it on.
Testing. System ready.
So watch this, right? Car's running. See? So watch with this one. when you lock it, see, keys are in my pocket, all right? Keys are in my pocket. Watch this. See that? I'm not sure why. See that? So, and keys are in my pocket. So, and then I think maybe because it does have the remote start and this, you know, the different system. See that? It doesn't do it with the Arteon. So I wonder if that's what's, you know, the difference between this one and that one not having the remote start. But let's see. Probably just knock down both of them here. Vehicle status. So in this one, I don't think. So this is, there we go. So this is how my Arteon it used to look just like that, you know, analog, just looking. I don't think this one had it available. That's why it's not on there. So travel time. See, there we go. Refuel quantity. I'm not lying. The other one, the Arteon, had 0 because it was full. So this one, as you can see, I'm halfway or half tank. So it will take 8 gallons. I think this one is what?
Spectre alert.
Why is it picking it up? that's random. Anyway, so it'll take 8 gallons. Right now, gas over here in North Carolina is like $1.45. I usually fill up at Sam's Club, so you get a little bit cheaper, but $1.45 and then $1.85 for premium. All my cars take, you know, put premium, even though it takes regular, I'll fill them up with premium just because. Anyways, let's see, refuel quantity, blah blah blah. All right, so then, oh gosh, look at this filthy stuff. Sorry about that. And let's see. So I don't think this one, yeah, I'm not sure if it was available, or I don't think I did it. Can't remember. But let's see, car, vehicle status. I think that's normal. I don't think I've done much stuff with this one. I did more of the like the remote start, the windows as you saw earlier and whatnot. I think this one auto, yeah, I don't think it was available, or I didn't do it. So see, when you press this one on auto, it doesn't show you like where the fan speed is versus the Arteon, which enabled it. What else? I can't remember off the top of my head, but just a few stuff here and there that you can kind of do. This one does have the adaptive cruise control here. You see that? So when we go to a different menu, that's what the adaptive cruise looks like. So if you can change the distance there. Now, excuse me, there's something called traffic jam assist, which they've had in Europe. Now the new Cross Sports and new Atlases will have it. But I think I was reading something where you can actually activate it for these guys, where pretty much traffic jam assist, it'll drive itself at low speeds, which is, oh, I mean, the adaptive cruise itself, you get spoiled with that. So with the traffic jam assist, it drives itself, you know, pretty much. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, please comment below. Give me a like if in case you like this video. Give me a dislike if you disliked it. So I think with the Passat, I didn't do that much coding just because it's an older model, but it was available. So just a few stuff here and there. It's filthy. Look at all this pollen. Jesus Christ. I just washed all these cars the other day. I'm glad I washed this one and covered it back up because it was filthy. Other than that, I had to order that from overseas. It's a carbon fiber wing. I know there were questions about it. Lowered on H&R springs. I think it was like 1. I don't know why I hate it because it's not leveled. As you can see, the back is taller than the front, but H&R springs, I think it was 1 inch and maybe a quarter or something like that. Can't remember. My carbon fiber lip, it got destroyed when we were driving to Atlanta. But yeet. And also, it looks way better on the Passat, don't it? Oh my god. Well, there you go, guys. So, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, shoot me a comment below. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, of course. We haven't posted, or at least I haven't posted that much stuff just because work and then this whole virus thing is going on. So I should be able to post a little bit more stuff now since I have a little bit of free time. But yeah, so I think I'm now up to 10 cars. Arteon, Atlas, Passat, 2 Passats, so 2 of these, 2 GLIs, Mark IV GLIs, 1 Mark II GLI, 2 cabbies, and I might be missing, oh, and the GTI. Hashtag might have a problem. Alright guys, so once again, thank you for watching. Stay in touch and be safe out there. Peace.